Moloq are simply two friends living in Atlanta, Georgia, having a blast making experimental, artistic, but never pretentious pop music with influences and instruments from all over the world. Look at this Turkish lute, for God's sake. It's called a bazouk. Anyway, this is Tell Me About Your Band.
Tell me about your band.
This iteration of Moloq, me and Paul, we've been doing this for almost 8 years. It started a park joke band doing dark, electronic music. When I moved down here, I was like, all right, I gotta meet some people in the Atlanta scene and see what's going on. First show I go to, I spot this guy working on a laptop in the back of the set. It was this avant-garde new music piece. I think it was supposed to be the life cycle of a pebble. I saw Paul working it. And I just schmoozed with him. I was like, hey man, I'm trying to put a band together. Do you know a synth player or a drummer? And he was like, I do both.
Only having 2 schedules to balance always made getting together pretty easy. So we just started doing it a lot. Recorded this second LP that we put out in 2019. Made some music videos for it. Did a fun song dedicated all to Terry Gross, who I know and love.
Terry Gross, I love you the most.
Even though we liked some really challenging textures and stuff, we're very much a pop band.
There's a movie theater in Atlanta, a historic movie theater called the Plaza Theater, that over COVID was hosting these drive-in movies. I had played a handful of silent film scores there before, and I reached out and asked if they would be willing to host us. Jake and I wrote a score for Nosferatu, played it a handful of times.
I've got this lute, a Middle Eastern lute called a bazouk. Nosferatu, we use the Syrian one. This is a Turkish one. If you know a saz, it's kind of similar to that. And you get these quarter tones between the equal temperament scales.
Jake and I are both really interested in non-Western music. Having this ability to tune into these scales a little more deeply than I ever have has been just a wonderful experience. And it starts to sound wrong when you're playing it on an equally tempered keyboard.
We're usually extremely meticulous about our recordings and take for fucking ever to finish them. Last summer we were like, all right, hard stop after this show we had in July. We were like 100% new material, and we're going to record this 100% live. We're going to get into the studio at the end of May, and very strict parameters were 2 to 3 takes a song. Punch-ins, if we 100% are I just need to redo this section, just punch in something real quick. Vocals live, and that's that.
Our friend Damon Moon of Standard Electric Recording Company, which is a really wonderful recording studio, is going to handle all of the audio, and our friend Joey Kapansky, a wonderful DP and photographer, is going to video everything. So we'll have this almost like a documentary of each song, what did it sound like right then and there.
Are some kind of monster.
Yeah.